sick. That was beautiful. Do you think he was up?
Let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Let's go.
The Rev1X is a great glove, but it's also really expensive and it's like new technology, so this is a big deal. We need to figure out the good and the bad, and I'm gonna start by just railing off on the things I hate about this glove so we can get to the good things, because there are really good things. Number one is actually super easy, because you guys, you can't shape this glove. The way this is shaped right now is basically what you get. I tried flaring it, and what ended up happening was I snapped the thumb insert, and that's happening to a ton of people. So number two is the fact that the thumb and pinky inserts are breaking on people, so that's not good. With that being said, this is going to be something that Rawlings is working on every single year, and I genuinely believe that this can be something that is big in the baseball world in the future, in the near future. I think kids could be using a glove like this for a very long time. The next one's actually pretty simple. I think we're on number 3 now. The hand stall is actually pretty dang small. So I have very normal sized hands, but I have really skinny fingers, to be honest. So I'm able to shove it in and it feels pretty normal. But the way that this elastic band works is it's just always gonna be as tight as it can be. It's elastic. We all understand how that works. It's like basketball shorts. My problem is if I have small-ish hands and I have to shove my hand in, what about everybody else who has pretty big hands? Like I have buddies, when they go to put their hand in this thing, they're always commenting like, holy cow, and they're shoving their hand as far as they can get it. I genuinely think it's extremely comfortable, but the problem is that it's pretty hard to get on. A little side factor of the fact that it is so tight is it actually gets really warm, but that's kind of just a side note. Let's move on. So I have 2 more bad things to mention, and one of them is just the fact that it's really hard to loosen the fingers. And so it came with like pretty tight fingers, and especially that little pinky slot, that pinky was extremely tight. And I'll tell you why I think that is. I believe they know that these thumb and pinky inserts are gonna be breaking on people, and so the tighter the fingers are, the less likely people are gonna be bending the pinky, the less likely people are gonna end up snapping them. The thing is I wanted to use this for slow pitch softball, so I wanted those fingers really loose because softball's really big. It was a huge pain in the butt to loosen the fingers, but I ended up getting it. Maybe it's not actually that hard, it's just different than other baseball gloves that I'm used to, you know, loosening, and maybe I'm just an idiot. That's a possibility, I'll be honest. My last problem is actually one I'm still thinking about and trying to think what can make this better. The glove has a bare palm and a bare heel. And what I mean is there's just nothing there. You know, clearly there's just absolutely nothing there. And basically every other baseball glove in the world has quite a lot going on in the palm. There's all the laces that run through the heel, plus a palm stamp and everything. What I'm trying to say is because it's perfectly smooth leather, I'm just genuinely concerned that balls are gonna be slipping and sliding around a little bit too much. But let's start talking about the good stuff. This really is such an incredibly comfortable glove, and it's actually really clear why it's so comfortable. There's just no laces in the way whatsoever. So the entire hand insert is just flat leather. It's very comfortable. Plus, it does feel like the finger stalls and the pinky and thumb especially are like padded, or what people would consider like reinforced. Although I did mention that the wrist strap is a little bit of a concern for me, if you do have small and skinny hands, it is pretty dang comfortable as well, and it feels really well on the hand. That doesn't go for everybody, but for me specifically, I love it. The break-in was quite easy on it. It's not like it's super easy, like you still have to do a break-in process just like any other glove, but it's quicker, it's easier, and it does feel really good. It just doesn't feel like it's 100% mine though, because I can't flare it like I normally would. It almost feels like I'm still wearing somebody else's glove, but the break-in process was very easy. And now there's like 2 main reasons for that. One is gonna be the fact that we just have this new shell back, and it's like this rubber slash plasticky feel. It doesn't feel cheap though, it feels nice. And then the second one is that there's way less laces on the glove. So there's no laces in the palm, no laces on the heel, and even up here we have no laces. That's all just extra leather that you have to break in normally, so when it's gone, it's an easier break-in. Now with that being said, if there is less leather, that would typically mean that it's going to get softer sooner, but that's where this comes in, that the shell back, this Rev1X design, this is what I like so much. From what I can tell, it is extremely durable. Now, the thing I haven't done is used it for 10 years in a row, like every day. That's gonna come in the future. But what I do know is that this stuff is holding up really well so far. And if this stuff stays super durable and stays stiff appropriately, then the palm can get loose and break in and mold to the way you like it. but you'll still keep that shape. Like you'll still have a good, solid, well broken in glove. That could potentially mean you're using the same glove for like 10 years. Even if you're playing like a ton like these MLB guys do, you might be able to use the same glove for a very long time. Down the road, I would love to see somebody using a Rev1X in high school, in college, and into the MLB. All one glove, sort of like that whole like Troy Tulowitzki thing. Oh yeah, and another plus, you guys, that I should mention is just the fact that when it comes to the design, there's like unlimited options. You have to know that because that is pretty sick. Like literally whatever you want, you can put it on a glove. I want to say something to you guys. So a lot of you think that I hate the Rev1X, and the thing is that's just not true. I don't absolutely love it, but the thing is I'm extremely excited about the future of the Rev1X, because this is seriously like, we're changing baseball. I mean, Rawlings is awesome because a lot of people have tried. Nike sort of tried with a little bit of a weird like shoe glove. That was a big flop, and I don't want the Rev1X to be a flop, and I honestly don't think it is going to be a Rev1X flop. That was awful English. So the Rev1X for baseball is honestly great. I do think it's a really good option. I think that by spending that like 400 bucks, I don't think it's a waste of money. Now, whether or not you play baseball or slow pitch softball, I want you to watch these next few clips. I'm playing slow pitch softball with this glove, but it just gives you an idea of some of the good and some of the bad with the glove. So stay tuned. My body is so tired. I took a nap before the game and maybe it didn't work. I want good throws today. My throws have been bad lately. Not like, they're kind of like, So the Rev1X honestly just feels so thin. Like fingers and everything. Yeah. Like it's not kip leather, but it almost feels like kip leather because of the way it smacks the glove. The palm and the heel feel like normal steer hide, but then these fingers up here, they actually do feel like kip. And I think it's simply because of the shell back. This like Rev1X design, just for whatever reason, the way it feels up against them, it feels like that thinner, hard kip leather. It has really no meaning. I'm just mentioning it just so you know. Yeah, well, because I was gonna go and then I was like, no, and it hit the bare palm. That bare palm feels so slick, and that's literally what just happened. I already mentioned this before, you guys. The ball hitting the palm, it's scary because it feels like there's nothing there. It feels like it's gonna slide around, and I caught that ball like right here, and it simply just never stayed. It just hit and slid up and out, because even up and down, the pinky and the thumb, there's no like details really, so it just can slide up and down. Now with a baseball, this is not significant. This is gonna be very rare that this happens with a baseball. Because the baseball is so small, you can kind of just hold it and squeeze it. With that softball, imagine this is the softball, the glove kind of like coned it up and out. It like squeezed it up and out because there's nothing to grip it. And softballs kind of feel a little bit more plasticky anyway, so I think they tend to be a little bit more slick. So this was just kind of an unfortunate play. What happened later, and I didn't get it on camera, that's why I'm not showing you, I put some sticky stuff on the palm. I'll actually show you that right here. But anyway, it was so dang sticky that when I got a backhand later in the game, I went to transfer and the ball literally didn't come out of my glove. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. At first I was like, no, that's Joe. And then I was like, no, it's not. All right, let's go, let's go. I'm leading off, holy cow.
Didn't say it, but nice play. It was okay.
It was okay. That's the kind of stuff I need. It was average. It was on Sunday that I left my wallet in my pocket. I just did it again now, so it's a thing now. Okay, this glove is really tight and really hot. Like, it's noticeably hotter than other gloves.
You're paying the umpire for an hour. Yeah.
Run that out, Alec! Thank you, Alec! No. Whoa! We need to make it happen here. 12-9 in the 5th. Look at that. That's that tack right there. It just went. I haven't had a clean ground ball yet though. Just only like in the air. Yep, yep! Just a side note, after watching this again and again and again in editing, I think this guy actually was out. He was called safe during the play, but pretty sure I still had the bag. Me. The Rev1X is so good. Its biggest strength is infield pop-up. This game would be a little more enjoyable if I got like a couple ground balls. But when I try to record videos for a glove specifically, 0 ground ball. He's gone up the middle, I think, twice. Hey, be ready up there, Dad. Yeah, that was 3 ground balls with the middle for him. Me. Joe! Hey, right here. Me. No ground balls anymore, it's just stupid little pop-ups. Back! Joe, here! Alec, that was beautiful. Do you think he was up?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Let's go.
Woo! Somehow I accidentally hit for the cycle. I didn't even realize until I was editing the video, and just to be clear, it is not hard to hit for the cycle in slow pitch softball. So not impressive, okay? Not impressive. That base got me, I slipped on it. Thought I was gonna hit you for a second. Let's go! If you want to go watch the original Rev1X review, you can go watch it. I'm pretty harsh, I'll be honest, but I do stand by the things I said. I think they're true, so.